Hujambo msikilizaji mwenzangu, how goes it? How goes it in the neck of your world? I hope you had a great weekend. Your Valentine was rosy, and the cake, the chocolate, the love was more prominent than the goodies. I had a good one. My loved one, we enjoyed ourselves. We enjoyed the company of each other and love. Love. What is love anyway? Love is things. Love is an emotional thing. Is it a logic thing or is it a state of the mind? Love should be a state of the mind. Love should be a constant ingredient in our lives. That's my take. It's unconditional state of affairs. It doesn't move. It's the foundation of everything we have. Love. Valentine weekend. Great weekend. Exciting weekend. Great results around the globe in athletics. Faith Kipyegon 10K under 30 minutes. Hello. Wow. Faith indeed. Where was this? Monaco? I haven't checked it out. I don't think I have enough information. But that's not the conversation for me today. It's Tuko Riadha. Welcome aboard. Again, take a seat, take a risk. Chill out. Hang out with me for a few minutes. I'll take a few minutes. That's how much you allow me. I like your attention span. It's incredible. 800 meters. I tell you what, you don't poke a bear. 800 meters. There was a bear poking. Femke Bo went poking on the 800 meters and she did what she had to do. Some people thought she was jogging. She didn't put enough effort. She looked like it was a debut of naivete. It was a debut that she tested the waters. Her toes got wet. A 159 entry time in the 800. She's in the club. I made the welcoming ceremony for her in my episode. Check it out. Yeah, yes. But again, here is what happens when you do that. You are poking bears. You're gonna unleash, you're gonna awaken the proper 800 meters have come back to reclaim the glory. Telling Femke Bo, no, you're not the true 800 meters. We are the true 800 meters. I'm talking of Kelly Atchison. I'm talking of Adre. Who is this lady? Oh, Adre. I forgot the Adre. Adre Wero, the Switzerlandia. The Switzerland 157 national record. That was a statement, by the way. She's telling Femke Bo, no, we've been around. You are not the 800 poster child. No, it is Adre Wero breaking the national record at 157 in a race in Switzerland Championship. That was a statement. That is a proper 800-meter runner. You could see that she, listen, Femke Bo is welcome. And talking of Femke Bo, she's done for the 800 meters according to her coach, Laurette Malway. She says this. I find it comical. Not comical. I think she's admitting something. This is what she says, that according to the Swiss coach, she's a Swiss coach, Femke Bo still had a little too much respect for the 800 meters. You can see that in her time splits. On her third 200, she was slower than the final lap. That's respect or that's reality? She's not showing respect to the 800 coach. She's being welcomed to the 800, the toughest race she's ever ran. Listen, she's not going to finish 800 the way she finishes relays or her races. What was the coach expecting? She went out the way she does, 27. She came back 59. She slowed down the next 200 meters. That was to happen. It will happen more often than the coach is trying to see it right now. And for that reason, the coach is like, no more 800 for the rest of the season. We are shutting it down. We saw what we saw. And maybe that's the way you come into the 800. She has a lot of learning to do, by the way. I think there's a lot people are talking about, how she came across in the 800, a lot of analysis for me, my take is this: she has something to work with. That's all. You can diagnose that, you can analyze that event the Femke board did in the 800 until she does almost four of those. We have just that. And I think the coach, to say she showed too much respect, is that the coach herself has not respected this event. Maybe she's new herself. 800 is a different cat. It's not the 400 meters hurdles. It's not the 4 meters flat. This is 800, 400 meters back to back. And each phase, each 100 meters, each 200 demands different training. So, Femkebo has a long way to go. And because of that, I think, for me, it's your walk in the Kelsey Atchison, because Kelsey Atchison, in her debut in the 800, goes for the world record that has been in place for a long time. And she's trying to smash it. And she said that she was going for that. What is the by Yolanda Seplax? Is she Czech again, or European lady? Yolanda. What is her nationality? The indoor record stands at 155.82, and Kelly Atchison thought she had a shot. She falls short, and she ran a 156. What was the time she ran? 156.33, which is the British indoor record that she owned herself since 2023. Good for her. She joins the echelons of 800 meters. Kelly Atchison, British record is gone. And that was that. I think when you look at the proper 800 meters, people like Kelly, Adre Wero of Switzerland, you can tell the difference. These guys know 800 meters. And I think Femco Ball will figure this thing very quickly. And for Kelly Atchison, you remember last year, she only had one race that she did before the championship, not the best. And then in the championship, World Championship, Odira put a number on her. She's saying that she's been training for this event, and it shows. But it seems to me Kelly Atchison has something that maybe she needs to pick her races. Because it seems that she cannot raise herself into shape. She can train herself into shape. And that's what we saw last year. She opened the season very well in a 155, but fell short in the Tokyo Championship. I think the round seems to take a toll on her. Maybe it's mental, maybe it's the stress, and not the stress, but the pressure to perform, given the fact she's an Olympian. But it's good for her. 156 right now looks good. I wonder whether she's going to do the championship, indoor championship in Poland. I haven't seen who has committed to that. But Kelly and Wero announcing that they are the real thing in the 800 meters, telling Femke Bo, welcome, but you are not really there yet. And that's the split of that event. Conversation gets really interesting this weekend in the mile. Cole Hocker. What did I see? I saw somebody who has noticed that the 15, the mile, the 2 mile is open right now, given the absence of the Norwegian Jakob Engbiston. That's what I saw. Cole Hawker is a tough cookie. He's not arrogant. He's a well-trained machine at 28, 154 in the 800 in that mile, using the rabbit to the best he can, and then putting himself in a position to send a very strong message. Who is the Australian? Some guy, Ruth. This young guy was, hyped up to be the next big thing. He's a young juggernaut coming of age. He's going to challenge the Cole Hawker. What was that conversation all about? I didn't see the competition. I didn't see the challenge. I just saw a young man struggling to position himself, even in that race. He barely made a dent on Cole Hawker, but people want to see upsets. They want to see young upcoming athlete doing something incredible, dethroning the gods of the mile in Cole Hawker. It didn't happen. Second best time in the world, my friend. American record 3:45.94. Incredible race. For me, it was just him. There's not competition there at all for me. It was, what is he going to do? And I noticed something about Cole Hocker. He is very focused and he's an assassin and he knows how to win. You see, when you start to win, big, you win the championship, you win the Olympics, you beat big guys like that. You come to an event like this, you have collegiate competition, you have the young Ruth guy from Australia. It's all about the clock. And what does he do with the clock? He runs that 3:45. Incredible race. I was impressed. I was totally impressed. And for me, him giving us that at the end is not arrogance. How he speaks is not arrogance. This guy, I think, trains very hard. He went to Eugene, he's a Northwestern. Uh, some people are so, he was in Salem. What is this place, Salem? Is it in Boston? I don't know. It was a very interesting track. It was fascinating to watch. It reminds me of Oklahoma Classic. Look at bank track where you go on the curve and then you drop in. And it was just one of those things that you are watching. You're like, wow. There are flat tracks and there's some that are banked on the curves. And those are interesting indoor tracks. And to watch that and seeing him running 3:45 tells me that he's prime. He's a very dangerous runner right now. He's in bad shape. Cole Hawker is a top dog right now in the mile. And the American record, like that, is gone. Talking of Americans, Cobb Lukenhaus. The third race is done indoor at 1:44:03. Brilliant. Brilliant. He's a powerful, powerful runner. Why did he have to look behind him? Of course, you have to just see what's coming. Breathing indoor is not easy. You guys, if you haven't done indoor oxygen supply is very, very controlled. And you could tell that at the end of that race, he was barely breathing. 144, you can do that. 51, 117, 144. Incredible outing for him. Fourth best time ever indoor. He's 17. His name is Cooper. He's a Nike athlete. I have his picture right here. I'm a proud guy to be part of this uprising. This guy, the sky is not even the limit. We have no idea of his potential. His power runs. You see his arm. If you watch his arm movement, if you see the strokes from his legs, look at this form. Nothing changes even when he's accelerating. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see people going from one, like flailing. You don't want to see that. He's in control. Even when he was looking back, he was just making sure. He was making sure when it comes to that last 20 meters, it's clean. A 1:44:03 for Cooper Lockenhaus. Clean stuff, clean race. He opened it with 1:45, 1:14:600. He delivers 1:44. Impeccable, incredible, absolutely brilliant. I'm proud of this guy. I don't know why, but I love 800. When you see clean 800, when you see somebody solidify his name in the echelons of 800 meters, running, the rabbit was okay. The rabbit could have done a better job keeping it tight and dragging him better. I mean, I've done this rabbiting. You have to be self-aware where you are positioned, not to impede, not to give him too much gap that he has to say, oh, you've gone too far. Just keep it simple. It's something you have to learn. And some of these guys, was he a collegiate athlete? Possibly. He could have done a better job. I saw something faster than 1:44 for me in that race, given how he finished by himself. But he needed some companion at least to the 500, maybe 550, and let him go from there. But that's just me. Let the rabbits do their job. Don't be raggedy. Like don't go too hard, don't go too fast, like don't be too slow. Just keep it simple. Good job for him. 1:44 is not something you pick off the what is this? Walmart. You don't pick 1:44 thing in Walmart, my friend. This is top notch, top drawer performance for Cooper Lockenhaus, Cole Hawker with 3:45. Femke Ball, you are welcome to 800, but you might have a lot to learn. Kelly Hutchison, the Brit, 1:56. Wero Andre, the Swiss. National records gone. That's my take. More to come on Tukoriada. Ciao, ciao. By the way, what did you see in that mile with Cole Hocker? Did you like what you saw? Do you think he's arrogant? Do you think the hair makes him look hippyish? Is it the looks or the time? I'll take the time. I don't care what he says. You can say whatever you want. But when you run fast, I'll give you that. And he didn't push anybody off the track. He just went for the clock. American record, gone. Talk to you later, my friend. It's all into Koreada. Right here, right now. More to come on this channel, my friend. You can subscribe, you know. It's exciting.